all y'all run around thinking, oh, I'm not gonna tell him my age until he does something. That's bullshit. 18 and up only. Plain and simple. If I catch you slipping, I'm gonna block you. No crimes were committed. Chance Wilkins is a predator.
The block stay hot. Cyraxx shadow boxing, swinging at the air, undefeated in delusion. Reality don't care, Jupiter creeping, got the whole cruise shook. Predator vibes got a band from the book. Josh Block at the hill, bottle in his clutch. Captain of a ship that's been sinking too much. Over Navy rattling, can't step to the throne. Rory tuck the mic, let them reap what they've sown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by the channel again today. There have been a lot of updates in the Cyraxx universe recently. Like always, it was quiet until it wasn't. There's been friend betrayal, there's been fake Russian baddies, there's been catfishing, and there's been a whole lot of breaking up and getting back together. Chance doesn't know what to think or who to trust. He's got one eye looking in one direction and one eye looking in the other, both figuratively and literally. But even in the 2 days since the last update, there's been tons of new content coming out, so we'll start out with a post from William Gloryhole's channel confirming that it was in fact the quote-unquote troll community that catfished Chance, which I personally think is hilarious. The post reads, "Proof Chance is hooked by our fake girlfriend again, and he's blocking all his real friends who try to tell him she's with us. LOL. Chance believes she had police visit her the other night and shared this photo with his friends. They told him she is a liar and they got blocked. LOL. Here's where we originally got the photo from that she shared with him." Then you can see here as I go through, this is the police photo that they used when this Russian girlfriend was pretending that she had been beat up. And, of course, here's the Pinterest that they pulled it from. I love that, like, they almost try to give him a chance to catch them in these situations. Like, it's not even like they really did anything to the photo to make it hard to reverse image search. Like, everyone on that Catfish TV show and everyone on the Catfish YouTube channel, if he would just use that reverse image search tool, he could weed all these fakes out immediately, but he doesn't even try because he's like overwhelmed by the hope, the tiny sliver of hope, that really a Russian model did just happen to stumble across his random Akron, Ohio Facebook page. She did just happen to see his scabby little head and fall in love. Maybe she heard that cover, The Sound of Silence, and was pulled in by his siren song of a voice. But of course, as always, it was fake. His hopes have been dashed. And now we've got a couple of video updates where you can see him bouncing back and forth, like the one brain cell in his head ricocheting off of the sides of his skull, trying to figure out whether she's real or whether he should trust the actual people in his life who are telling him that she's not. So we'll start with this video from the 19th titled Status Report Number 7. I don't know how he's numbering these things because, like, the last video before this was titled Status Update Number 3 Part 2. So, like, he was having sub-parts to the status updates even though they were in separate videos. I don't know. I knew he couldn't read, but I shouldn't be surprised after that tax video where he thought he could save $17 million by just not paying them that he can't count either. But that's enough of me rambling. Let's listen to Chance ramble instead.
Life update number 3. I've currently started on week 4 of my recovery and doing good. A few things did happen that I'm not too cool with, which is this chick named Yura, or she says her name is Yura, but
I have to know, and I'm sure it's going to come out in the next couple of days, what was the last name on that profile? Because with the first name Yura, this is like a Moe's Tavern joke in The Simpsons. It's gotta be like Pedofilovich, right? Like, it's gotta be Yura Pedofilovich or some Russian last name that's a play on words about him being a PDF or something like that. There's no way that they used the first name Yura and the last name is not something hilarious and obvious.
It's something completely different. I came into my life a few months ago, back after me and Kira split, and then me and her ended up together as of a few days ago. All for me to find out that she was a lying little bit. Tried to turn me against one of my best friends of almost 13 years, which is my little brother Ethan, who everybody knows is old 45. Like, what the dude? Like, the fact that y'all trolls came in, sent her my way, tried to ruin my peace. Trying to
ruin his peace? What peace is he talking about? He's in an infinite war with the bedbugs and the rats in his grandma's attic. Honestly, half the time, he's warring with Sally and Ed. He's been talking for years about how the internet makes him feel insane, and he spends all day, every day, arguing with trolls online. I don't know what piece this person could have possibly been interrupting. And also, you didn't have to answer that friend request, Chance. There's no rule that every friend request that you get on literally any platform that has a female avatar, you have to answer it and you have to talk to her. Once again, this is completely your fault for being insanely gullible.
Ruin what I'm trying to accomplish. It's not cool. But I did find out one useful thing through talking to her over the last few days. And it's something I found out today, actually. That Eric Scrubolo, who is a former friend and a former label owner with me, decided it would be funny to run his mouth about me behind my back. And to Eric, all I have to say to you is this, man. All these years of working with you, working beside you, befriending you, being a brother to you, you know, through good times, bad times, and you choose to do this and side with these scumbags, and it's not cool, man. It's not what you did. But at the end of the day, you made your choice. You made your choice to run with a crowd that is nothing but trolls. You know, it's sad, you don't even see what they do to other people. But I do. Because you're so blind to everything. See, you're so blind to everything that's going on.
Chance, you're calling other people blind to everything that's going on. First of all, only one of your eyes works as it is. So even figuratively, you should not be calling other people blind. Second of all, you just got fooled again by another catfish. Who are you to talk to anybody else about, like, being fooled and not being aware of their surroundings?
That you don't even see what's real anymore. And that's what's sad, man. You're so blinded by everything, and it's sad. But that's your choice, man. That's your choice to do that. I'm not gonna argue with you. But if you want to run that route, that's on you, brother. Because I know who my real friends and family are.
Chance, one of the funniest things about trolling you over the years, like watching everybody just mess with you, is that you have never ever had a good barometer for who your actual friends are, or who your actual family is. You challenged your sister aunt to a rap battle, bro. Like, you never have any idea who's on your side, and that's what makes it so easy for people to catch you in this stuff. Darkside Becky was a well-documented troll before she sent you that glitter bomb, and somehow you still believed that she was sending you $1,400, or by your math, $14,000 in the mail. It makes no sense.
And you're not one of them. If anything, Eric Scrubolo, you're dead to me. And I hate saying that, but you made your choice. But other than that stuff going on, I'm doing pretty good.
Also, I just have to point out, it's amazing that nobody in Chance's life ever has like a normal name that he can say out loud without sounding like a complete idiot. Music Biz Marty, N-Word Boy, William Gloryhole, CIA Hole, Eric Scrubolo. Like, he can never just be like, yeah, this is my buddy John. Every statement that he makes is 10 times funnier because of the fact that he's not even like, you're dead to me, John. He's got to be like, Schmeckle cat, never call me again.
It does hurt to know that Eric chose to go that route. That does hurt. But I'm doing okay. I'm staying strong. I kind of been feeling a bit nostalgic today, so I've been watching old shows that I grew up on and shit. But other than that, not really much else going on. I've been working on some new music ideas here and there, stuff like that. So yeah, you know, it does hurt to know that the chick that I got with, it does hurt to know that she was a troll. That does hurt. Especially when I was 100% honest with her, and she couldn't even be honest with me one time. It's just sad, man. Too many people caught up out here on being fake. Too many people want to sit out here and lie, dude. Too many people out here lying about who they are. Whether it's what their name is, whether it's, you know, whether they're a good person or not. It's sad because there's very few people out there now who are actually real. And what I mean by real is like they're actually honest about shit. It truly is sad. But that's just the world we live in. And it's sad.
What a sad world we live in when a goblin with no job who lives with his grandparents in the attic can't just have a Russian baddie stumble into his life and make all his dreams come true.
So, yeah. But other than all that, like I said, I'm doing good. Just hanging out, doing my thing, and just being normal, dude.
I know I repeat this point all the time, but I just have to say it. If you have to regularly tell us that you're being normal, you're not being normal. There's something abnormal about the fact that you would feel the need to be like, hey, I'm a very normal guy. I'm a regular guy with a regular life. I'm normal, okay?
Living how I used to, being normal, hanging out with friends.
There it is again.
Trying to get back to a normal life. And it's definitely not easy. It's had its ups and downs, but I'm still fighting, man. I'm still fighting to live a normal life again.
You know, I know we've all been joking for a long time that the reason he's been so low energy is because Sally's been slipping maybe some of Ed's special medication into his wet food in the morning or something like that. Just rolling one into a Hot Pocket for him to keep him quiet so she can get some sleep at night without having to listen to the bellowing of old Evanescence songs. But honestly, he's been so tired so consistently lately that I feel like it might be something else. I don't know if we're seeing maybe the rise of a health problem at this point. I mean, his gums have been rotting in his mouth for years. He doesn't shower. He's been sleeping in a room full of the steam of the bedbug spray. The house is falling apart around him. He's covered in scabs. Like, honestly, just take your pick of what health problem he could possibly have. Even just the fact that his diet consists exclusively of Hot Pockets and coffee can't be good for the guy, but honestly, he truly seems to be falling apart at this point in a way that he wasn't only like 2 months ago.
And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys here in a couple weeks for the start of the 2-month mark. Or of the 1 month mark, I should say.
The 1 month mark of what? Being off the internet? You're still streaming, so how are you still this is like saying that you quit drinking and then sitting there on stream having a beer and being like, yeah, I'll see you guys when I pick up my 3-month chip. It's like, but wait, in your hand there, what are we talking about? So that was the update from the 19th, and now we're going to move on to the 20th, where he just wildly swings completely in the other direction to everything he just said.
Guys, it's me.
Chance, you don't need to say, guys, it's me. Anytime that we see your mug on camera, there's no chance that we're mixing you up with any other living creature on Earth.
As you guys may know, I've not been able to post for like 4 days, which I got like another 3 days to go because of Facebook. But some of you might know that me and this girl named Yura ended up together. And we had a falling out because of, one of my friends. And me and her ended up talking and, we worked things out and whatnot. Like, we worked everything out and everything like that. Like, we both came clean about literally everything. I found out why she did what she did. She understood why, I was mad and this and that and the other. And she apologized, and so did I, because I will admit, when I went off on her, I was a little bit heavy-handed.
So the obvious catfish somehow was able to convince Chance, even after his friend explained to him exactly why she was a catfish and showed him direct evidence of the pictures being fake, that she was in fact not a catfish by, I guess, just probably being nice to him and sending him heart emojis or something. Like, I truly don't understand not only how he could have been convinced in the first place, but how after he had seemingly decided that she was a catfish, he could be re-convinced that she wasn't. The fact that he keeps getting pulled into this vortex is mind-boggling to me.
I will admit that, and she understood why. But, to anybody wondering, yes, me and her worked things out.
He's being gaslit into feeling the need to apologize to the catfish for accusing her of being a catfish. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
She's told me everything. I know everything. I know what's going on. But to my friends that were apprehensive, I really do hope that, you guys would be accepting of her. Like, I know some of you guys are already, and I'm very appreciative of that. But there are others that, that really are apprehensive. And I just really hope to God that you guys will, give her that chance to, to prove herself. Because she really wants to prove herself. Because, me and her together, she actually wants to be with me. And she has my best interest at heart, just like you guys do. She wants to see this troll shit stop, just like you guys do. Like, she hates the drama, she hates the bullshit. She's not about it. She can't stand it. And she wants what's best for me just like the rest of us do, you know? She wants the best for me just like everybody else does. And to all y'all that do want the best for me, believe me, I'm very appreciative of that. And I understand that she's lied to a lot of you guys, I get that. But there is a legitimate reason behind that.
This is literally him giving the energy of like, look guys, I know the stripper flirted with all of you. I understand that because that's her job. But when she flirted with me, it was because she loved me. So yeah, you guys got fooled and she was just doing her job to get money out of you guys. And yes, I also give her money, but she loves me. That's what you don't understand. Like, this is literally the logic and the reason of what he's saying right now.
Now, what that reason is, I am not going to speak on, because that's, if she wants to speak on it, that's for her to speak on. That's not for me to speak on. That is for her and her alone to speak on, because I'm not going to put her personal business out there like that. But all I ask is that you guys please be accepting of her. You know, understand that she has a past. She has, we all have.
Chance is basically asking anybody in his life to play Lars and the Real Girl with this Russian catfish, and it's hysterical.
And I just hope that you guys can see past, you know, all the stuff that's gone on.
I just hope you guys can see past the fact that my Russian girlfriend is actually a black guy in Lagos, Nigeria. If I can choose to see past that fact, I would hope that my loved ones would be able to as well. That's what he's asking there.
I really do. Like, I really hope that y'all can see past everything that's gone on. Because she's proven to be loyal to me. She's proven, and I've watched her firsthand stand up to a bunch of trolls that she didn't even know, that came in to our Discord server and started running their mouths.
Hold on. Your what? Your what server, Chance? God, that never goes well. I said the other day that I heard the Discord beep in one of my videos, and that probably did not bode well for the younger population of the internet that he has one of those, but man, well now I'm just waiting for Chance's not the Thurver moment. I cannot imagine there is anything going on in there that is not the utmost degeneracy, and I'm both excited and afraid when it finally falls apart to see what actually happened.
And she stood up to him like a boss. And the reason I know that these trolls came in are from William and them, because it's one that, you know, they're trolls that work for him that, you know, somebody gave them access to. But, you know, however they got in, it don't matter. Point being, they got in, and she told them off. Like, you know, I have some very good friends that are seeing everything, and they understand why she did what she did, and so do I. Like, now I understand. But my friends that are apprehensive, you know, I genuinely hope and pray to God that you guys would please just set all the bullshit aside. You know, forget about the shit that's gone on. Forget about all the shit. And, you know, just, you know, give her a chance to start fresh.
You know, for a while it looked like the scabs were mostly going away, but my lord if they're not back in force.
Because that's all she wants, is a chance to start over fresh with you guys. And I hope that you guys are willing to do that. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm just simply saying that I hope and pray that you guys are willing to forgive her.
I'm just saying I hope and pray that you guys can accept my Nigerian boyfriend's identity as a hot Russian woman.
And that you're willing to, you know, you're willing to move past everything. And I know for some of you it's hard, and I understand it. But I just hope that, you know, for me and for her both, you know, I just hope that y'all can, you know, move on and look past everything. And, you know, and really get to know her as a person. Because believe it or not, she's actually pretty damn funny. And she's back. Believe it or not, like, she has my back. She's been helping me with a lot of stuff lately. And I mean a lot. So, yeah. That's all I wanted to say, is to let y'all know that I'm banned for 4 days. So that's why I'm not able to answer. And for those of you that don't know Yuta, to please, you know, give her a chance. Like,
him just continuously accruing more bans on top of more bans is one of the funniest things about this entire arc. It's truly beginning to feel like the internet at large is just done with him. Like they refuse to platform him literally anywhere. And it's so funny watching him have to scurry into like darker and darker corners of the internet just to get out like a 5-minute message, which then just gets him banned even more. I guess as Nova would so eloquently put it, he's been sent to Pound Town.
Give her a fair chance to start over and to redeem herself. Like, that's all I ask.
And then they lived happily ever after, except of course they didn't, because only a couple hours later, also on the 20th, he put out a video letting us know that he was breaking up with Yura. So let's watch him spin back the other way once again.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Chance? How you doing? You seem great.
You know, normally I wouldn't make a video like this, but I feel like this needs to be said.
God, he's literally glowing. What is happening with the light in that room? I've never seen it look like that before. He looks like Jared Leto in Morbius.
I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of having my heart be toyed with and then broken and then stomped on. I'm tired of people using me for content.
Well, Chance, my advice then would be stop being so funny. It makes for really good content.
I'm tired of people doing whatever they can to with me. I'm sick of it. And you know what hurts the worst out of all this shit? Is you, Eric Scrubolo. 14 years of being your best friend, and then you turn around and stab me in the back. After I gave you a fair chance when everyone said not to give you a chance. I sat right there and said, nah, Dad, I'm gonna take a chance on this dude. I'm gonna give this guy a shot. Why? Because I saw something in you that no one else did. I saw talent in you. I saw a good person. I saw somebody that actually had skill on the mic. I actually saw somebody that had real potential to do great things.
I just want to say real quick, if I ever put out music and then I saw that Chance Wilkins had commented on the post and been like, hey, I think this is really good, keep it up, I would probably take my guitar out back and set it on fire. The idea of him endorsing you after I heard him sing like this feels like God telling you not to try to make that type of art.
But then what did you do the minute all this shit started going down? You turned around, you turned tail, and you ran. And now look at you, fighting with the enemy.
Siding with the enemy, I really love how he thinks he's in this holy war against the trolls. Like, he really thinks that there are other people out there, like the average person looks at the world in this binary of, like, people trying to quote-unquote live a normal life and trolls, when that's just not how 99% of us operate. I remember one time not too long ago, he said, everyone has haters. And I was like, no, I don't think I know. I might know one person in my actual life who has haters. If you're not an internet predator, or you're not like wildly famous and controversial, you probably have no haters. So it's crazy that he thinks we all live like this. Like, the way that people, like, mostly fall into two political parties, I think that he thinks if he walked down the street and he was like, are you pro-normal people or pro-trolls, people would know what they meant by that.
And to Yuta, I know that Yuta isn't even your real name. I know that for a fact because I've done my research.
Oh, Chance, you're telling me that after you did some Sherlock Holmes-styles detective work, you were able to figure out that the Russian baddie named Yura, and again, we still don't know her last name, it's probably like Pedofilovich or something, but you're telling me after some extensive research you were able to figure out that Russian baddie Yura isn't real? God, I mean, somebody make this guy the sheriff at this point.
And the fact that you could try to get me to turn against my best friend and against all my friends so you can isolate me and gain content is bullshit. Oh, and by the way, Yoda, even though you didn't deserve my help, you should be bowing down to me and thanking me, because even though you didn't deserve it, I did you a favor.
He did this with Kira too, and what a freeze frame, by the way. You could really see the poop tooth sticking out of his mouth there. Oh my god. What was I saying? Kira. Yeah, he did this with Kira too, where he was like, I helped you so much and you're ungrateful. And it's like, Chance, you don't have any money. You don't leave the house. How do you think that you helped anyone? I feel like he's talking about emotional support or something like that, like as if having a conversation with these women is somehow the most valuable thing that they could possibly have in their life. And it's like, I don't know, Chance. It's not like you're putting food in their mouth. You're not putting money in their bank account. You literally couldn't even give them a ride to the pharmacy to pick up their meds if they needed it. You have absolutely nothing to offer a woman, so I don't know what he means when he's talking about all this help that he bestows upon these people.
And you don't want to know what that favor is? Exposing your little fake-ass friend Moon as a false friend, as a fake friend.
Chance, you just admitted that you know that her name isn't even Yura. So why would you still be citing things that she told you as if they're real if you know that her name isn't even real? This is literally like if your parents told you they were taking you to the amusement park, and then you showed up in the parking lot of the dentist, and you looked at them and you were like, okay, but after the teeth cleaning I can still ride the Ferris wheel, right? Like, buddy, we are well past the point where you should have figured out what was going on here.
See, Moon sat there and said, oh, I was doing the loyalty test on him. I was doing the loyalty test on her since day one. Since day one, I didn't trust her. Just like I didn't trust you. But you know what? I figured out a pure decency that I would expose your friend Moon as being a fake-ass person, which I did not only once, but twice. I exposed her twice. But yet you still choose to hang out with her. You know, I'm seriously sick of the fake-ass bullshit. Cause I know you never really loved me. I know that. But guess what? I've been playing you since day one when you started messaging me.
I love how he'll always retroactively act like he was playing some kind of 5D chess and he actually knew what was happening all along. And we're the fools, and there's some comeuppance that's coming our way. Like, I don't know how he could let that come out of his mouth after the last 5 videos that he made and think that anyone would believe that for even a second. Honestly, I think he tells himself that. Like, I think he's saying it out loud to save face for him and not really for us, because he's just got to cope that badly.
Since day one, I have been playing your ass for a fool. Why? Because I wanted information, and I knew that you were in with that group. So what did I do? I devised a plan.
Yes, Cyraxx is out here honeypotting Russian baddies to get information on secret Discord groups. That's absolutely what he's doing. He's basically James Bond. He's gonna hit it, quit it, and leave with the hard drive of all the information, and the woman won't even be upset about it because he really just blew her mind. Total Casanova over here.
When you asked me to be your boyfriend, I knew that was the biggest opportunity I had to gain information out of you. To gain information on what was going on. And little by little, day by day, you fed me information that I needed. And you openly did it.
And little by little, I absorbed all that information, believed all of it, and repeated it all over my channel and my videos and made myself look stupid. But it was all part of my master plan.
Openly gave me information that I could use. And then what did you do? Halfway through, you sat there and tried to turn me against my best friend. Against my little brother. Why is that? Anyway, you ain't gonna answer that because I already know.
Well, she wasn't gonna answer it, Chance, because you're not talking to her. You're yelling at the void alone in the attic. No one can answer you because you're completely alone.
The answer is this. Because you wanted to help William and them gain content off of me. You wanted to help them gain information and gain content so that they have something to go off of. Because I disappeared from the internet a month ago.
Except for the 17 times since then that I've made posts, made videos, gone on panels. Also, he's rounding up, it was only like 3 weeks, including the last 4 or 5 days that he's been posting nonstop. It's amazing how he measures time in like dog years.
So, you decided, hey, let me try to get this dude to do this and that and the other so that we can gain content off him, so that we could do an interview, so that we could do this and that and the other. Tearing me down. You know, it's because of people like you that good guys like me aren't able to be with anybody or be happy.
Oh, Incel Rax is coming out. He's going to start talking about how Yura is with the Chads, and he's a nice guy, maybe even a supreme gentleman, if you will.
Because you want to sit there and manipulate and use and abuse a thing through several abusive relationships. Do you think I really need this any more than I already had it? No, I don't. And I sure didn't deserve it from you. And you want to know what's sad, Yoda? You wanna know what's really sad about you? Even though I knew you were fake, I was still 110% upfront and honest with you about everything.
But I thought that you were just playing the long game so you could fool her. Literally, even in the same video, he's contradicting himself at this point. He can't even keep his train of thought going in one direction.
But yet, you couldn't even be honest with me one time. And that's just sad. That's sad. I was honest with you every step of the way, but yet you couldn't even have the decency to be truthful or honest with me. No wonder you're not able to keep a boyfriend. You can't even be honest enough with anyone, let alone honest with yourself long enough to keep a relationship. You know, it makes me sick. It makes me sick to think about how many of you people in that Facebook group called Chance Williams the Predator actually believe the lies that are coming out of William and N-word boys' mouths. It's honestly sad. Y'all are so stupid to believe this shit.
Yes, Cyraxx, after you got fooled by a Russian catfish for like the 15th time, and you've been bouncing back and forth on it for 5 days now, we're the ones who are stupid for believing things that we shouldn't. You're absolutely right.
And it's if y'all want the real truth, talk to me, because I will give you the straight up real truth. I will give you the real truth, but they won't give it to you because they want this money. That's all they're about is this money, Benjamins, content, clout. And I'm going to say this, plain and simple. I am sick of being everyone's punching bag. I'm sick of it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be manipulated. I don't deserve to be lied to. And above all else, I sure don't deserve to have my heart ripped in half and then stabbed in the back. All for what? So y'all can laugh? So you can get a click, get a view? I'm sick of it, man. Y'all want content? Consider this your final video that any of you are ever gonna get from me ever again.
You know, even after him saying that like 10,000 times, obviously we'd never believe it, so this probably goes without saying, but of course it wasn't, because there's a few more minutes of this one for us to finish up. But as I was editing this video, I saw the notification that another one came up. So instead of this being the end of this video, I'm now going to record a portion on that video and tack that onto the end so that we're the most up to date. So literally before I even had time to cover this, it was already a lie.
Because honestly, I'm sick of being stabbed in the back by fake ass friends that come into my life and then stab me in the back when it's convenient for them. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm sick and tired of people in my head. But most of all, I am sick of people coming into my life, acting like they care, acting like they want to be with me. All to turn around and rip out my heart and stomp on it like it doesn't matter. Like I haven't been hurt enough already. Like I haven't been through abusive relationships and situations already.
Oh yeah, Cyraxx, you've definitely been in those types of relationships. It's just that in all of them, you're the perpetrator. You're in one of them with Sally right now. You were in one of them with Blind Billy. To a certain extent, it looked like you were in a mutually negative one with Heather too. We all saw you punch that door next to her head. We definitely believe that you've been in those types of situations, Cyraxx. It's just nobody's going to consider you the victim there.
I'm sick of it. And y'all wonder why I tried to take 5 years ago. This shit that y'all are doing is the exact reason why.
Yep, here's the footage of that very serious attempt.
You see what you're doing to me now, Marty? Every day you make me want to do this and I'm sick of it.
That's why. I'm sick of it. Yeah, so what? Look, no crimes were committed. I am sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of it. Like I said, I'm tired of being a punching bag. I deserve this shit. And quite frankly, you're not only pissing me off, you're pissing several of my friends off and my family. So to Yura and everybody in that fake ass Facebook group called Chance Williams the Predator, all I have to say to you guys is this. Leave me alone. Otherwise, I'm going to start reporting you again and again and again and again until you get shut down. Now leave me alone
No chance. We're going to keep reporting you again and again and again and again. Only when we do it, it's because you actually did something wrong, like show your little goblin on stream, say things that violate TOS like you did multiple times in this video and we had to cut it out. And they'll be like legitimate claims that actually get you taken, I don't know, off Facebook for a month or something like that.
All y'all trolls, leave me alone and stay the out of my life. I didn't need you before, and I sure as hell need you now.
Well, Chance, you know what they say. You can't always get what you want. And you definitely don't want the trolls in your life. But the children of Akron, Ohio definitely need them to be in your life. So like I said, I thought I was done, but right when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. As I was editing this video, this most recent clip from this morning, the 21st, came out, and I had to go back and record and edit all over again because there was yet another update. The guy just cannot stop posting. For somebody who's supposed to be taking a break from the internet, he certainly hasn't been very quiet. So let's get into this final segment.
What up, y'all? So for those of you that may have or may not have seen my latest post, I want me to elaborate on what the f I said in that post. And basically what's going on is my ex Yura, which I already know that's not her name. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm working with one of my homies to figure that out. Had one of her little friends, Moon, start hitting me up and messaging me and shit. And I assumed by the photo that she had up that she was of age. I had no idea.
You have got to be kidding me. I thought the worst thing that could happen here was that this was another catfish thing. But you're telling me it was a double whammy and he got catfished and caught in a sting? My God, the punches just keep rolling. Like a moth to a flame, he just cannot stop.
You know, because when you look at somebody's profile picture and they look like they're of age, you're gonna assume they're of age. But not.
No chance. No one should ever assume that anyone on the internet is of age, let alone you with your history. If I were you, I'd be ID verifying everyone who brought me an Amazon package.
If talking to her, having me, doing certain things, all to find out that she's underage. This kind of shit has got to stop, dude. This bullshit up with my mind. Doing all this stupid shit for views. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I am sick and tired of I am 34 years old, about to be 35 next month. I don't need this shit. I am sick of it. So like I said in my last post, if you're under 18, I don't give a who the you are. I am banning you and blocking you from my shit. I am sick of coming in, trying to get in good with me, trying to make me look a certain way. I'm done with it. I am sick of this shit. I'm trying to live a normal goddamn life, and y'all don't want to let me live that. Why? Every one of you that does that shit deserves to have your internet taken away. You deserve to be locked up. Cause y'all is what's wrong with the internet today. Every one of y'all. So like I said, if I catch you slipping, I'm gonna block you. If I catch you claiming that you're underage, I don't give who you are, I'm gonna block you.
Do you hear what he just said? I think that was a Freudian slip. I think because he's talking like he means if you're underage and I catch you saying that you're an adult, I'm going to block you. But he just said if I catch you claiming that you're underage. So he's almost admitting that people tell him that they're young and he keeps talking to them anyway. Like, I literally cannot believe what I'm hearing right now. I know that this is 100% par for the course for Chance, and this is exactly what he does every single time. Like, I'm well aware of that. But at the same time, like, bro, are you serious? Again? I really didn't think this Yura situation could get any worse or any more embarrassing for him, or that there was going to be another layer to this onion, but of course with him there always is.
I'm done with this shit. I am sick of being made out to be a bad guy. I'm sick of it. All y'all running around thinking, oh, I'm not gonna tell him my age until he does something. That's bullshit.
Chance, the obvious answer to that is that the responsibility is on you not to, quote, do something until you know the person's age. That's insane. It is literally not at all difficult, even if you've never been in this situation, when you start a conversation online to ask how old somebody is. But the idea that you're walking around with this weird, like, adult until proven minor mentality where even after everything that you've experienced, you're gonna just assume that everybody's older, you're gonna show them pictures you shouldn't show them, you're gonna say stuff you shouldn't say to them, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, well, wait a minute, they didn't do their due diligence to make clear to me exactly how old they were before I sent them a picture of my goblin. That's somehow on anybody else and that you're the victim here? This is the most insane spin I've ever heard.
That's fuck. Y'all act like I'm out here messaging y'all first. Nah, y'all are out here messaging me. I ain't going out of my way looking for y'all. Y'all coming out here looking for me, thinking that you're gonna get me to slip up. I'm done with it, dude. I am sick of being used, played with, having my heart toyed with by some fake troll.
Said all the children in Akron, Ohio.
I'm sick of it. I don't deserve this. I don't need this.
No, Chance, you're right. You don't deserve this. You deserve to be in prison for the rest of your life because you've shown that you will never quit. You deserve to be locked up somewhere with the key thrown away where you never have access to the internet, to any telecommunications of any kind, or God forbid, to anyone young again.
Didn't ask for this. I am sick and tired of being taken advantage of mentally, emotionally. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of going in, pretending to be cool with me, stab me in the back, and then I get a chick that actually is of age and likes me. Then she turns out and find out 3 or 4 days later she's a troll and so's her friends. Y'all need to get off your goddamn lazy asses and get a goddamn job instead of sitting on the internet with people all the goddamn time.
Chance, I guarantee you every troll in your life has a job. You're the only one that doesn't. Like, you're so gullible it doesn't take a long period of time during the day to mess with you. I mean, I don't engage with you directly, but even just making a commentary video, the longest part of it is just doing the editing to cut out the slurs that you say. I can bang one of these out in, like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. The only person who doesn't have an excuse for not having a job is you. Somebody can take their 30-minute break at work and convince you that they're a Russian model who's in love with you. It doesn't take much. You're incredibly gullible.
I'm sick of it. Y'all are the reason why I can't get a regular job. Y'all are the reason why I lost everything. Y'all are the reason why I left social media. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being used.
Sorry, Chance. You didn't leave social media. You're on it right now. What are you talking about? Like, he will literally say things out of his mouth that directly conflict with the reality of what's happening right in front of our eyes. He might as well just tell us that he has hair and he's tall.
Tired of having my heart broken. Tired of having my head toyed with the internet that ain't got nothing better to do than to ruin somebody's life. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. So like I said in my post, if you're underage, I don't care if you think I'm the coolest in the world. I don't care.
I wish that were true. We all wish that were true. If that were true, you wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
If you're under 18, I'm gonna block you. I don't care no more. 18 and up only. Plain and simple. I don't give a anymore. I'm sick of it. I am sick of being taken advantage of. I'm sick and tired of people coming in, pretending to be nice, and then stabbing me in the back. I'm sick of it. I don't deserve this. I'm sick of y'all doing this shit. I'm done with it. All I want is to live my life in goddamn peace. That's all I want, is to live my life in peace. I'm done with trolls. I'm sick of it. I am sick of holding back how I feel. I'm sick of it!
Is this you holding back how it feels? It seems like you're having a complete and total meltdown. What would happen if you didn't hold back? Chance an ocarina would get thrown into the wall? Like, what could be more unhinged than this?
I'm done with every one of you in that Facebook group where you sit there and you plot out how you're gonna with me, how you're gonna screw with me. I'm sick of it. You guys almost got me to turn on my best friend in 12 years. Well, guess what?
They didn't almost get you to turn on him. You did turn on him. They 100% convinced you of that, and you're going back on it now.
It didn't work, did it? You failed! I'm sick of the lies. I'm sick of being tormented. And I am sure as hell am above all else sick and tired of being taken advantage of.
I'm sick of having to watch you drool into your beard when you yell.
I'm done with it. You get me in trouble. I'm done.
And there's Sally at the end, Chance, and then the video ends. Well, Chance, you are in trouble. You have gotten in trouble. It's not done. Unfortunately, I don't believe it'll ever be done. I don't know if there's anything to say about this except just like, holy shit, how did this happen again? How did he fall for it again? I can't believe that this is like part of the same arc as the catfish thing. I was like, wow, it's been dead for like 2 weeks. I wonder what's going to happen when he comes back. And if anything, I thought it was going to kind of be like a gradual return where he just started making like his dumb AI movies or some of his karaoke nights again or something, but no, we get thrown right into the deep end with this shit. So that's going to be the coverage for today. We're going to get right back to doing what we were doing before the hiatus and just keeping up as promptly as possible with everything that's happening with Chance. To all of you guys who have been along on this journey with me, thank you so much. We just hit over 6,700 subs. You guys have come with me from Philly all the way to Texas. It's been a huge journey from starting out and having 7 or 8 people in the live stream. So to all the OGs who have been here all the way along the way, thank you so much. For everybody who's hopping on the train now, I hope you guys like the content. I really appreciate all y'all. And we will be live tonight to cover all the updates and maybe talk to a few other creators about what's been going on with Chance. At 7 o'clock Central Time, we'll be having a couple of beers, talking some shit and laughing at the goblin, so I hope to see you all there. But until next time, you guys know how it goes. Stay indoors, stay away from the goblin, and have a good one.
Do what?